Hi everyone, it's Joel here from the Shock Absorber, and I wanted to give you a quick update. Last time I did an update like this, I was in my study, and I am in my study again. Last time was because I had contracted COVID and was recovering from that, and we're also releasing some previously recorded content from our Shock Absorber conference in October last year. Well, a similar thing has happened this time. This week, my wife contracted COVID, and we are at home isolating. So unfortunately, and sadly, we will not be having a episode of the Shock Absorber this week. I say sadly because I've been thoroughly enjoying this particular season that we've been going through, the how evangelism has changed throughout the years and how it impacts us now. But I did want to take this opportunity to thank everyone who has jumped on board recently. March 2022 has been our biggest month of downloads and views so far, and I'm super thankful for that. Thank you for everyone that has come on board. I also want to thank the people that have been there from day one and have been listening to every single episode. Whether you're new or old as a listener, we thank you so much, and we just love it. We just love that people are interested in what we're trying to talk about. And on that, a personal reflection from me is really what we've been trying to do. In the last 3 seasons, we talked about intergenerational ministry, we talked about culture, and this current season we're talking about evangelism. We also talked about church planting in season 2. But what we're actually trying to do on the Shock Absorber is discuss how best to partner with God as He's building His kingdom. Now, I remember on a previous episode, quite recently, Andy Stevenson from YouthWorks made a point about all the youth ministry discussions that were going on in the early 2000s that he was observing, and that put youth ministry on the map. Well, we want to do something similar with the podcast, not just on youth ministry, something that we do think is very important at Soul Revival Church, but on all of God's kingdom and how we can best partner with Him. We're pretty clear on how we should do that, I think. We talk about intergenerational ministry a lot, and that's where our thoughts lie as a church, and where our leadership wants to go. But we don't want to be shut off to other ideas and other thoughts and discussions that people want to have. And we want to create that discussion around how best to partner with God in this current time. So if you do have anything that you would like to clarify or question or bring up, there's plenty of ways to do that. So I always talk about these at the end of the episode, but I think it's worth reiterating again that we really want that discussion. We really want to bounce ideas off each other, again, to best fulfill God's will and see where Jesus is building His kingdom. So the ways that we can do that is you can send me an email at joel@shockabsorber.com.au. You can join our email subscriber list if you just go to our website, shockabsorber.com.au. You can join the chat on our Discord server, and if you don't know what Discord is, it's just a place where everyone can congregate and talk about a particular topic. So the link for that is always in the show notes. It'll be at the bottom of this video and or on your podcast app, so you can check that out. You can always subscribe, whether it's on YouTube or on your favorite podcast app. You can always like and leave a comment on YouTube, because that always helps with the algorithm, I suppose. So hopefully more people will get to hear about it. We'll also answer any questions or comments you put on there. And something else that I wanted to draw your attention to is the Soul Revival shop. Now, I'm actually wearing a couple of pieces from that particular range that we've got online at the moment. I've got the Love God, Love Others hat, which is part of our Love God, Love Others range, and I'm also wearing the Shock Absorber tee. So if either of those interest you, jump onto the website. When you order, we'll ship it straight to your door. That's all you have to do is just pay for it online. And all the proceeds of that, all the profits that we make from it, go to our Aboriginal partners who are in the west of New South Wales or in the northern New South Wales. So we always any profits we do make from that, that's where they'll be going. Once again, I'm sorry there's no episode this week, but there's plenty more to come from the next week after this. We've got heaps of guests coming on, and we've got plenty more of the passionate discussion that we love contributing to as we figure out how to best partner with God as He's building His kingdom. Anyway, that's it for me. Sorry about it this week, but next week we're back on board. One way.